These transition glasses make it look like I'm part of the Blues Brothers. Now, most of you guys here, too young to know who that is. What is going on, Wolfpack Savage here? Today, we're gonna dive into another Quads gameplay and spectate and analyze the use of teamwork and everything that they're doing. Quads is probably one of the most hectic game modes. It's quickly becoming one of my most hated modes, but it's very hard and it's very confusing to work at times, especially if you're off by yourself or if you guys are outnumbered in any way, shape, or form. Before we dive into the video, if you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the Wolfpack today. Also leave a like on the video. Let's get this video to 1,400 likes. And also, if you guys are looking for teammates to play with, make sure you join our Discord community. The link to that will be in the description below, and utilize the looking for groups pages to find some teammates with some brain cells. But again, guys, Quads is hectic, man. Quads is absolutely hectic. I highly recommend solos, duos to start with if you guys are new, then upgraded trios, and then upgraded quads, because any given time you could be put into a 1v8 situation. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the video. All right, but here we are spectating Reserve. They got a vehicle to the left. We got people parachuting in, of course, Gulag. This is like something out of a trailer. There's vehicles rampant, helicopters coming in. But I will give credit to the team. Capelli comes back. Is it Capelli? Caparel. Jesus, I'm Italian. I can't even pronounce that. My homeboy comes back for our dude, picks him up in the helicopter, and now I think Reserve is activating his hacks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a hacker amongst us. I'm kidding. But there's a lot of shit going over there. We got people pinged. We got helicopters. We got parachute. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm not going to lie. I can't commentate this because I'm just as lost as you guys are. All right. What? What the hell had happened, dude? What did I miss? What is going on? All right, first off, if you're going through a door and you want to slow peek the door and you ADS to open it slowly, you can't just blow through it afterwards. That null and voids the slow peek. Just blow through it originally and stop wasting your time, or slow peek it and complete the slow peek. That was just crazy. I don't really know what the hell's going on right now. These guys made an effort to come to this area to loot. Now, you can get a lot of money promenade for sure. He's checking the paint on the cabinet so you can sell that shit on Facebook Marketplace. But you can get a lot of money here. I don't recommend it though. The reason why I don't recommend coming here is there's going to be a lot of teams here. But regardless of that, these buildings right here, they take so long to loot because they have one room on each side on the bottom, and then you have to go up 4 flights of stairs to get to the top room. So you're looking at 4 rooms total that may have some loot in it, and then you might have a crate up in the little cubbies on top. So that's 6 crates at max you might loot. And it's going to take you a few minutes to loot this entire building. So I don't really recommend people loot these kind of buildings in order to get their loadout. There's so many other better places to go. They can go to bank, they can go to dealership, they can go to that little red building with the red roof on top. I don't really remember what it's called. And then fire station. There's other buildings they could go to as well. This is not the play. Unfortunately, Caparelli did somehow kill himself in a helicopter. Unfortunate for that dude. And our boy Reserve is just tunnel visioned on. He sees the vehicle on the mini map. But guys, I want you to be aware. The vehicle may be glitched. 9 times out of 10, if you see a vehicle idle, it's glitched. Definitely check it, but just be aware. Now, there is somebody doing a recon objective right by blue, and we have a scavenger on us. Now, I would go ahead and rotate to blue. I'm gonna be honest. I would go ahead and rotate to him and try to help him out and get whatever fight going on over there taken care of in one. And then I would come back and do this. That, or blue can make his way to us, and then we can continue getting our money and getting our loadout drops. It really just depends on what your teammates are going to do. Our teammate Townsend did get it down. Unfortunately, he was down in return, I'm assuming by the enemy team. And again, this is where teamwork comes into play. This is where you guys have to communicate with each other on what you want to do. Do you want to get the scav and get your money and get your loadout, get your weapons, and then push the fight? Or do you want to go ahead and push the fight now? We had enough money to get our loadout drop, so that fight really wasn't that necessary to pick. However, it kind of looked like Townsend was stuck in the building around where the guys are doing the recon. So this team should have rotated that way to help him out, and then hopefully win the fight and then rotate and get the buy. But now we're in a situation where we're down 2 enemies now. Hopefully Townsend does win his gulag, so we don't have to buy back 1. But this isn't looking hot for this squad right now. It really isn't. Now, whatever team was doing that recon, they're doing a bunch of recons. They just got another one activated. That or it's another team. But there's another team close by doing a recon because we heard it. Now, Bartlett did ping that there's an enemy over here, and he's diving in right on their faces. Bad play. You got basic bitch weapons. You're down to 2 teammates. Well, now we have 3 because Townsend just won his gulag. But this is a bad play because you're diving into the unknown. Bartlett has no idea how many enemies are there. We see 2 for sure. I don't really spot anybody else, but it could be a 2v4. We don't know. And he just dove down by himself, not to mention your teammate Meserve has a shotgun. So this is not going to really work out in his favor. I do like the fact that he's on the rooftop, maintaining the high ground, and he could possibly outplay this situation. But without his loadout, I definitely don't feel comfortable with this fight, not to mention where the rest of this guy's team. Meserve missed the roof. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. And then Meserve. Ho! Not really surprised that it happened again. Look, I'm all for aggression. You want to jump down there. You want to try to get some fights, but pick the perfect time, right? Don't just do it by yourself. Bartlett went down by himself originally. Meserve was a little bit behind him, and then Meserve really wasn't synced up with him, so he missed the rooftop. He came down with a shotgun. You really weren't going to do much with that shotgun anyway. It was just very bad teamwork. Not to mention, guys, this watch right here, this watch that he has, this big-ass lighting up green shit. I know it's cool. I know it's pretty, but dude, we can see it. We can see these watches. They literally like just basically shoot a flare up in the heavens telling us where you're at. All right, here we are right now praying to the loot gods, looking for a weapon to pick. And now we got to rotate to the scavenger objective. Unfortunately for us, there's only one left. There's only one left. So we're not going to have enough money to get our loadout. And we're already down to 100 players. So a third of the lobby is now dead. And we still don't have our loadout drop. And also unfortunate for us, the scavengers are right next to 2 teams that are fighting each other. So this is the moment where you got to decide, Savage, do I have to get the scavenger? No, you don't. You really don't. However, you're going to have to run around doing absolutely nothing for 3 minutes, except for kind of just looting these buildings here and there. And it's going to be a huge waste of time. So if it was me, I'd probably go get it. But again, you're putting yourself in a bad position going for it. So it's just up to you. The risk versus reward. The reward to me seems greater to go ahead and get a wad of money to get my teammates back, get in, get out, hopefully sneak the scav. I don't know why. Don't do this. Oh, he didn't shoot. Okay, thank God. I think he broke his ankles. I don't think he got shot. I don't think he got hit by the helicopter. I think he just broke his ankles trying to get on the scavenger, which is fine. But go ahead and get the res. No pings have gone out, so I'm assuming he didn't get shot. I didn't see any tracers. I didn't hear any gunshots, so I'm assuming he just broke his ankles. Get the res, get up there, get the scavenger, and hopefully get your other teammate back. You guys need to start putting some emphasis on getting your loadout. Now, Savage, what do we do if we don't have our loadout? There's only 90 people left. Well, now it's a little late. These guys are sitting on very little money. Your focus now is to get your teammates back, hopefully get some basic weapons that are at least a little bit good for you guys. Know the building layouts. And then wait for the free loadout drop to come. Free loadout drop at this point is your only option. We're in a terrible spot as well. We are in an absolute horrible spot. Your teammate's probably going to die in gas. I don't know why he went in the building to loot. Yeah, he's dead. Rip. There's a free loadout drop like I was saying. But now we're in a terrible spot because we're on the edge of the circle and we have all of hospital in front of us. And hospital most likely will be sitting here trying to gatekeep us, as well as this hill to our left. Yeah, your teammate's dead, brother. Just hightail out of there, man. Rest in pieces. All right, again, have this clear sense of what you want to do. This guy's like, I don't know what I want to. I might get the loadout. I might get my teammate. You can just see him losing his shit right now. But he needs to get his loadout and get safe, man. What does he have? M13 with a okay build, I guess. And this. Okay. 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 Look, I understand everyone's emphasis to get Ghost. I get it. I really do. But let me ask you guys. Would you rather have Ghost and not be seen on the map, or would you rather have an SMG? Sorry, the planes are loud. Or would you rather have an SMG or an R9 to hopefully help you guys win gunfights? I would pick the SMG R9 for sure. Now, if you're a goat out there and you're able to slap with one weapon, by all means, grab the Ghost class and ball out, brother. Ball the fuck out. But if you guys are playing like this, I'm telling you guys right now, just stop picking up your Ghost class first. Start rocking SMGs in your long range, whatever it is, sniper rifle, LMG, AR, whatever the case is, and have two weapons. Have a primary and a secondary. So now we bought our teammate back. There was a Bouncing Betty on the buy station. And again, we're still in a bad spot. The edge of the circle's to our back. The circle's pushing us all the way to the northeast. We need to get out of here. We need to rotate across the ravine and utilize downtown as cover. I would not stay on this side of the road and push across to safety. I would cross the ravine instantly, utilize downtown as cover to get to my safety zone. Now, I'm not sure exactly where the circle is. It could be stadium. It could be further towards quarry. We have no idea. But regardless of the situation, As you guys can see, the line is dictating we have to move this way. And instead of staying on this side of the map, you definitely want to go ahead and cross the ravine and utilize cover, because over here, there is no cover. And this is what I'm talking about. Okay, all right. I thought he was about to just beeline it across the field with no cover, but he did decide, you know what, this is probably the better bet. Oh, never mind. Oh, God. All right, right now, you can see it. You can see it in his gameplay. He knows what to do, but he second guesses himself because he says, shit, there's no cover out here either, Savage. What the hell? What are you telling me to do, bro? Look, you're right. Crossing these ravines is extremely dangerous. However, at least you have a little bit of a dip, right? At least you have a little bit of dip, and it's not that far of a cross, dude. It's like what? So all you gotta do is cross over here, and this right here is your safety zone. This is heaven right here for you. You'll be a lot safer utilizing buildings and the walls and blocks and things like that to your advantage. Or even if you want to get on a rooftop and camp, you can do that. I don't recommend it, but you can. He decided to go ahead and move across the ravine. Then he saw it wide open, said, no, screw that. Turns around, sees again, oh shit, I only got like 3 or 4 trees over here, so it's probably the better bet. And he ends up going with the better bet. Now his teammate, Purple, lagging behind. What is he doing? Picking daffodils in the woods? No, stop it, bro. Them flowers ain't gonna do shit for you, bro. All right, but our teammate's separated from us. Purple is okay. Oh, Purple's coming. All right, so Purple's coming to us, and we could do a couple things. We could either A, grab these bounties over here and start hunting teams down, right? But this team looks like they're gonna play a little bit passive, so I might make this team's gameplay right here for you passive viewers, and that's fine. You guys wanna play passive? I'm not judging. Whatever, bro. Go for the recon objective. That's the best play as a passive player to do, period. But Savage, the enemies are gonna know I'm here because they're gonna see me doing it. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Just do it anyway. Get used to capturing flags in a hot zone. That way you guys can practice fighting it out and end up securing the win based off of knowing where the next zone's at. So I would recommend recon objectives if you're a passive player. Even if you're an aggressive player, pick up 1 or 2 a game. These things are a great tool. I definitely recommend bounties so you can know where people are at. Even if you don't plan on hunting them down, I highly recommend picking up a bounty, because if for whatever reason a bounty did just pop up randomly at fire station, you could be like, okay, shit, I don't want to kill him. I just kind of wanted to know where he was at more than anything. And now that I know he's there, I'm not going there. And again, that's for a passive player. It's not what I'm recommending. All right, but Purple is now driving away from us. He said, you know what, Blue, screw you, brother. I hate you with everything inside of me. I'm going to leave you to die. So what's going to happen? Well, what's probably going to happen is we're going to end up having to push to Stadium, which you guys know, if you're familiar with the channel, I hate Stadium. It's the worst strategical position on the entire map. So we're going to have to push towards Stadium to get more to the north. And with that being said, no matter how hard it's going to be for us to push Stadium, also people are getting pushed out of downtown as well. There are going to be other people here that are camping, doing the exact same shit we are. So we run a huge risk of getting shot in the back or getting third party from Stadium. So I want to get out of here before the zone actually closes in. However, it is a little late for that. Zone is about to close in. These guys are really just risking everything for a little bit of cash, which doesn't make any sense, and a little bit of ammo. Again, I'm all for getting money, but there's a time and a place to loot, and this is not the time nor the place. All right, so once again, we have another team playing the edge of the circle, right? This is the 3rd video in a row where the teams are just playing the edge of the circle. We need to get off of the edge. There are some situations where the edge will be beneficial to you guys. Those are more towards like northern endings or quarry endings. Basically anything with like woods and trees and hills and ridges and shit like that. That's when playing the edge is beneficial. But if you're like in a compound like downtown or stadium or TV station or anything like that, you don't want to play the edge, because as the circle pushes you in and pushes you out, like I said earlier, other enemies are going to be coming here. And as you're trying to get safe to the next zone, you're going to get clapped in the back. So we're just wasting too much time. We have all the ammo in the world. We're like the Oprah of ammo. Okay, here's a guy sitting on top of Stadium. $5 says he shoots. Oh, he doesn't. Holy shit. I don't owe you guys $5. No way. I like the fact that he's trying to ping. Oh, your teammate, bro. No. Oh, now we do have a big Bertha, so it's not that drastic of a deal. We do have big Bertha, so it's not that big of a deal shooting at the enemy, because if he ends up shooting at us, we can get the Bertha and drive off. However, if these guys decide to take it on foot, they're gonna have to run past Stadium, and Stadium's got a great angle on you guys, and they look like they have way better weapons than you, and they're gonna absolutely fuck you up. Now, unfortunately, Townsend is pushing them, and I'm not against this, dude. If I go by Stadium, sometimes I'll put myself in bad positions like this just to see if I can outplay the enemy. So I'm not against it. There is a rappel system further back to his right if he wanted to push up top and steal the chopper maybe, or maybe even steal the chopper and splat the enemies. That'd be cool as hell to watch too. These guys are deciding to take it by foot after shooting at the guys at Stadium. Now what's going to happen most likely is these guys are looking like they're going to be getting in zone before the guys on top of Stadium. again, we have a position where we're going to be focused on trying to get safe to the north. And if we get in a fight with a team at the compound, the guys at stadium will end up clapping us in the back of the head. There they are shooting right now at your dude, Bartlett. Absolutely the weirdest shit in the world. Savage, how do you know that it's going to happen? Because that's what always happens, man. Oh, Townsend, go ahead. Yeah, baby. ADS on the building, bro. Yo, Savage. Savage killed them. It wasn't me, guys. I promise. It wasn't me. But Savage killed the other guy. Bartlett made a huge mistake pushing up by himself. Townsend made even a graver mistake looking at his teammate's dead body instead of focusing on where the gunshots noise came from. But here we are now spectating Meserve, who is playing absolutely insane. This man's gameplay is absolutely top tier. Ladies and gentlemen, here Meserve is. Ladies and gentlemen, here Meserve is in a 1v48 situation, reading the paper as he takes a shit in the shower. This is the most elite gameplay you guys will ever see. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. You're about to be blown away. But ladies and gentlemen, here we are busting out of the house. Now we got to be careful. We got to be careful. There's probably going to be a team somewhere up here. They may not be on the ridge itself, but there's a compound behind this ridge that's usually pretty popping, right? There's usually a buy station there. There's usually a lot of shit going on. Not to mention, this is the high ground that's gatekeeping everything coming from stadium. So you got to be very careful. Two, your boys just died over to the right-hand side, right? Coming from stadium. So I would imagine stadium homies are probably pushing this compound as well. So you run a huge risk of getting shot from two different directions right now. However, you do want to push up to this area. So one way to avoid getting killed is hug cover, man. Instead of running straight up right here, run to the rocks, bounce from the rocks to the trees to the ridges, whichever way you want to go, but hug the cover. Stay around cover. Don't just beeline it in the open and pray. This is just stupid. But here we are spectating Meserve again, guys, and there's an enemy peeking the ridge, and Meserve doesn't even see him. He gets shot from the front. Instead of looking at the enemy, he thinks he got shot from the right-hand side. Again, hit indicators. You see these things right here? They're hit indicators. When you get shot, it tells you where you got shot from. Fun fact. Fun fact. All right, but here we are still with the same team. We just cannot catch a break and spectate anybody else, can we? Townsend, my man, is looking for a place to go, a place to drop. Now, Bartlett's got the right idea. Stop playing the edge. The edge hasn't been working out for us, so let's go ahead and land in the center. Now, this area is probably going to have people in it, or it's already going to be looted. There is an enemy running right here towards Yellow House. I think Townsend spots him. He spots another one that I didn't even spot. Good on you, brother. But there's two enemies, so we need to get out of here. Also, never pull your parachute this close to the compound. But Savage, how do I not break my ankles? So there's a certain altitude you just don't pull your chute. When you first come back from the heavens, pull your parachute and look around. I'm fine with that. But once you hit a certain depth, which is a little bit higher than this, you don't want to, because if these guys look up, you're an easy target, easy beams. Shooting a guy parachuting this low to the ground is easier than shooting a guy standing still. It's so damn easy. So stop doing this. If you want to pull your parachute right before you hit the ground, pull it right before you hit the ground. Pulling it this early is absolutely crazy. Also, I highly recommend players, newer players, any players, turn off your auto parachute, because your auto parachute will pull your cord way too early and also leave you like this, which is a vulnerable target. Now, Bartlett's got the right idea. Bartlett bailed out because of the pings, and here we are as well. We got to get our money. We got to get our teammate back. We're almost there. We're almost there. And a free loadout drop will be dropping in a few circles. So, I mean, it's going to be a long wait, but we have a shot. This game is not completely botched. These guys can still come back and win the game. I'm trying to say that with a straight face, I promise. But when you get back to our teammate, we know there's two guys right next to us. They probably saw us floating in the air. They're probably coming over here to kill us. So we need to head out, bro. Get to Bartlett instantly. But instead, I think he's going to stock the shelves. All right, but the team that we spotted is in combat with somebody. We could either A, go third party them, or B, bail the hell out. Again, with these weapons, I don't know. I don't know. Depends on how ballsy you are, honestly. All right, there's a guy on top. Your teammate just pinged. I would not take that shot with your gun because you have a very bad gun for a long-range fight like that. But your teammate goes ahead and takes some shot and gets a lot of hits on him. He gets a lot of hits on the enemy. Now, we actually look like we have multiple teams. There could be 3 teams here. So we know there's a team at buy station. A ping just popped up somewhere in this area that we can no longer see on the mini-map. And then we have guys on this rooftop too. It could be 2 teams, but just know there's at least 2 teams, possibly 3. At this point, I would not go third party, because you could work yourself into a situation where you're pinching yourself as you're trying to flank the enemy and get a kill. His teammate or another team could be on the ridge behind you, and the next thing you know, you're getting shot in the back of the head, and now you're dead. So bailing out's fine, but you kind of want to go to a buy station. Even though this buy station's botched, doesn't mean you have to camp up in a house and wait for this buy station to be safe, right? Move on out to the next buy station. There's at least 3 safe right now, I'm sure. I can't see the map, but I'm positive because it's still relatively a big circle. Look, green, I'll give Bartlett some credit. This man is hitting his shots, he's pinging his enemies, and he's marking weapons for you, and another buy station. Actually, Meserve marked the buy station. Good on you, Meserve. Meserve said, you know what? That buy station sucks, bro. Come to this one instead. So we need to go head out there. The longer we sit here and wait, the more chance that other teams, once the circle closes in, will be going to that buy station as well, because people want to buy all their perks and all of their streaks right before the end game. And that's what we're approaching right now. So you guys want to make your way to the buy station and get there fast. Now, this buy station right here is a little tricky. This is a relatively safe one, but it's a little tricky because it is in a kill box. And what I mean by that is it's the lowest point of all of this. So there could be enemies on this ridge line and these buildings and also all of Quarry, right? However, the fence does protect you from Quarry. But crossing out in the open to get there, you could get clapped. So just be very careful. Again, keep yourself in your rocks and trees as you're pushing the next spot. That way you minimize the amount of time you're actually in the open. Because if you're by a tree, the moment you get shot, guess what? You can instantly hug the tree and sit there and play it up and peek it and play it up and do all that jazz. But here we are. Slow walking out in the open. All right, there's loot here. So there might be somebody camping, right? Somebody has died here. And people in this game, especially these lobbies, you know damn well these motherfuckers gonna be camping. Pick it up for sure. Don't look at it. Don't analyze it. You just wait. You just dropped the gun. No. Wait. Did he just drop the MP7 he just picked up instead of swapping his weapon out? I think that's exactly what happened. All right, I get there's no one on heartbeat, but he could have at least looked up and at least peeked the entire upper floor. That's exactly where people usually camp. That's exactly what I would be thinking. Do I want the MP5? Do I want the C4? What do I want? Man, I don't know. Let me ADS on it. Maybe my decision will be easier. But we finally got our teammate back. Now, if Green was with us, or if we played as a team, we could combine our money and get a UAV, right? We have enough money between us 3 to get a UAV. Bartlett was with us. We'd instantly combine our money. We'd allow Purple to drop on us. And then there's loot here as well. If this guy was telling his teammates, hey, boys, there's a lot of weapons here for you guys. They got green weapons. They got blue weapons. They got pink weapons. They got all the weapons. Pink, red, whatever. They got all the weapons here. But instead, Meserve, lo and behold, coming back from the gulag, gets killed instantly. Gets killed instantly. We need to start telling our teammates, hey, guys, I'm safe where I'm at. There's loot by me. Instead of landing back on what you thought was your loot, just come back to here. I can get you shit. We got gas masks. We got heartbeat sensors. We got guns galore. Come over here and land on us. Not to mention Bartlett as well. I don't know what weapons Bartlett's running, but I imagine it's probably basic bitch shit. This kilo's actually built really well too. He picked up a really nice kilo. All right, but in this position, we're running the risk of getting shot in the back. We're staring at the care package. We're pinging it. Again, you don't really need to ping care packages because they already ping themselves on the mini map and the map itself. But a couple things wrong here besides that. One, Bartlett's pushing into what we can hear is action going on over here. A lot of suppressed shots in Quarry. Could be in this building, could be right behind it, who knows? But it's relatively close. Not only that, we're separated from him, and we're sitting here hard scoping the loadout drop for whatever reason. There ain't nobody going to be on it. Ain't nobody spawning out the walls and stuff like that. So we need to either A, push up with him, which is exactly what I would do, or B, watch our back because the circle is closing in under a minute. And guess what? You're in the center of the circle. Now, remember how I told you guys to stop playing the edge of the circle? This is one of those situations where you kind of want to play the edge of the circle because it's end game. Beginning game, middle game, end game, all the scenarios are different. This is a spot where you don't want to be in the middle because you will get third party, fourth party, fifth party because of other teams playing the edge. So you want to kind of slow down your gameplay and at this point start playing the edge. Now that the circle's more condensed, now that the players are more condensed, you guys want to play together and start working the perimeter. We have suppressed shots going off to the right-hand side. We got cluster strikes going on the right-hand side too. So there's 2 teams occupied right there. There's 9 teams left. There's 6 enemy teams total. We got an enemy spotted right here. Instead of why are we shooting at them? Everybody in here, I want you to look at me right now. Look me in my face, and I want you to repeat after me. I'm a Warzone player. And I have all the confidence in the world. And I'm going to start playing like I'm very confident. And I'm going to start fucking slapping bitches and getting some kills and getting really good at this game. Look, I love you guys to death. I really do. But I've been telling you guys since day one, the main thing in this game is confidence. I swear to you. That's why when you see people in tournaments have momentum, once a team gets momentum, they're unstoppable. because they're in sync. The banter is on point. Their callouts are on point. There's no animosity. There's no stress. There's nothing because they have momentum. Momentum comes with confidence. Momentum feeds confidence, and in return, confidence feeds momentum. Start being confident. If you see a guy, that dude is 100% an easy kill. Not to mention, if he would have come in here and was able to turn on Bartlett, you're now down a teammate because you decided to hesitate on the kill. Townsend should instantly, I like the fact that he pinged him. Good shit. I love it. The moment you ping him, blaze that down, dude. Ain't no reason for that. Ain't no reason for it. That gun right there is built for range, and that wasn't even range at all. That was pretty close. Shoot him. Shoot the enemy. So here we are now, center of the circle. And like I said, guys, the last thing you want to do is put yourselves in the center of the circle end game, because you will run the risk of getting third-partied. We know there's 2 teams to our southeast. We know there's a team in the building. There's probably 2 other teams in Quarry. And I would imagine there's a team over behind us over at that compound with the most wanted bounty on it. This one right here. Also the buy station. So I can kind of assume where all the teams are at this point in the game. And again, you just make assumptions based on how players play. If there's a buy station, 9 times out of 10, there's gonna be a team there at end game because everyone wants to buy. Also buildings, look at your massive buildings, wherever you think they're at. And also notice how I'm paying attention to everything going on around me, even though it doesn't directly affect us. We saw the cluster strike going off. We heard suppressors, boom, 2 teams that way. We hear shots now coming from the buy station. That confirms my buy station theory. Boom, 2 teams that way. We have 1 team in here. Boom, a team in here. There's 5 teams left. That's everybody. Well, actually, that'd be 6 teams total. So clearly one of those teams killed each other off. But we know where everyone's at. We know where everyone's at. Everyone on the map. All right, this right here is a little crazy. This right here is a little crazy. That's why. So I want you guys to notice we're sitting out in the open, hard scoping a doorway with the trophy system. A couple things wrong with this. One, you don't want to blow up the trophy system because you don't want the enemies to know that you're here. The moment you shoot the trophy system, they're going to know. Now, I know what's going through his head right now. He thinks there's an enemy sitting next to the trophy system, but that's further from the truth. I guarantee you they're all up top. Well, I was going to say that before he ended up revealing himself, but yes, he is up top. He just downed your teammate. We heard from the shots. That's where players like to camp. There aren't going to be many people camping on the floor level of a building. They're usually going to be on the second floor, the third floor, even on the rooftop if possible. There ain't no reason for anyone to be camping on the floor because there's multiple ways to get killed from, and people just don't feel comfortable sitting on the ground. And again, he's right there, bro. He's right there. He's above you. He's still above you. Well, in a situation like this, when it is a 2v4 situation, yes, it's going to be difficult to fight, but you guys need to push in there and try to get the fight won instead of just wasting time allowing them to pick your teammate off. And now here we are, camped up, scared for our life. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, here we are spectating the man, the myth, the legend, Townsend. If you guys do not know Townsend, he is a phase prospect. Optic's been after him. Huntsman have been after him. Actually, I believe they're the same people now. 100 Thieves has been after him. This man's gameplay speaks for himself. This guy's absolutely cracked out. Notice how he's aware of everything on around him. Checking left, checking right, checking left. You know what? I'm going to check left again. This dude is cracked out of his mind right now. He said, you guys want to slide cancel? I don't need that shit. Look at me. I'm a god. Here we are. Here we are right now with 2 enemy teams left. We have a team in this building for sure. Duh. But there's 1 team unaccounted for. So where is this team? Who knows? I don't know, but I know what. Townsend knows where everyone's at because this man's absolutely cracked out of his head. So here we have the circle pushing in right now. Still no shots, no gunfire at all, no noises. We have the building campers peacefully sitting up. Still, we're going to sit here in ADS on the gas because you never know. This guy's goated. He knows what to do. He's watching the outside of the gas. He's saying, you know what? The gas might kill me, so I want to make sure I shoot the gas before it kills me. And still here we are waiting patiently. I just want you guys to notice the patience that Townsend has. Look at this. Like this is something you practice. This is an art. Being able to sit in one spot for 30 minutes. This is an art form. Wow. Wow. I hope to one day be as good as Townsend. I hope to one day absolutely shit on everybody in the lobby, just like Townsend did. All right, here we have the circle rotating to the southeast, and we need to go ahead and get over to the southeast side before the circle forces us out. Here we go, 2 teams fighting. This is the moment of truth. We're gonna push out here and get a third party and 1v5 all these poor sons of bitches. Okay, those guys are clearly hacking. Townsend's way too good to die like that. Way too good. Before anyone says anything, look, I was being sarcastic. I know a lot of you guys got that, but there's gonna be a few of you guys like, Savage thinks that FaZe actually wants that kid. What an idiot. It's a joke, okay? Relax. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Again, Stop doing this shit, man. Break out of these habits. Start getting out there, getting in some fights. Start working as a team. Start pinging and start discussing things with your team. Even if they can't talk to you and you're playing with randoms, they can probably hear you, at least hopefully. So make your call outs, make your pings, work as a team, work accordingly, and play the circle correctly. Stop playing the edge of the circle the entire game like they did. And then at the end, when they're supposed to play the edge, they push to the center. They literally played the circle rotations completely opposite than what they needed to do. They played the edge when they shouldn't. They rotated the center when they shouldn't. Terrible rotation on their part. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, again, leave a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel today, and as always, follow me over on Facebook Gaming, where I stream a variety of games. You have a good one. Until next time, good luck in Warzone. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, check out one of these 2 videos right there. And as always, click that button right there to subscribe today. You have a good one. Until next time, keep on improving.